Hi, Muskrat Jim here. We're just out in the back 40 here looking to see how the berries have progressed in the course of a week. I'm not sure if you can hear the mosquitoes on the video, but they're biting pretty hard. Anyway, let's see what we can find. These are the blackberry plants that I had in my last video. As you can see, all the flowers are gone. And if you look really carefully, you can see the beginnings of the actual blackberry fruit. In a couple of weeks, they should be nice and plump and red, and some of them will be turning black by that point, I hope. And here we have some of the blackberry flowers are still in bloom. So anyway, it's really still quite early in the season. There's some unopened flowers there. Looking forward to a feed of blackberries. This is a raspberry plant. As you can see, some of the fruit is already ripening. You can tell by this woody stalk that this is a second year plant. It also has like some fairly damaged leaves there. But anyway, the fruit is coming through. Let me just get another view of a piece of fruit here. There we go, right underneath that leaf. Anyway, the first year stalks, instead of having a brown woody stem, are actually quite green. So if you take a look here, see that's a first year growth, and it doesn't have any flowers on it at all. So I think the flowers actually only come out on the mature plants. These are blueberries. As you can see, there's quite a few berries here on this plant, and they're all green, so they aren't ready for picking yet, but they will be in a couple of weeks. Here's some more right over here. So that's a blueberry. This is a strawberry, and there you can see the fruit. They're red now, so they're ready to be picked, and they're incredibly flavorful. You can also make a tea out of these leaves. I've never actually tried it myself, but I am going to try that for sure. These leaves are all wet because it just rained here recently. But anyway, so that's the strawberry. Beautiful. Here's an example of the bunchberry where the berries are actually ripening. So you can see they're all nice and red and plump there. Anyway, you can eat those berries as soon as they're ripe, and there's a hard, crunchy seed in the middle, and you can just eat that as well, just like you would a pomegranate seed. Anyway, they're ripening nicely here. Here's one that has some that are ripe and some that are not. And you can recognize the bunchberry by the style of leaves, like it grows in a circle around a central stem, and the leaves are this shaped, and they're deeply veined like that. This is just a little bit of insect damage here, but that wouldn't affect the berries. This is the tea berry, or wintergreen. These leaves are damaged from being run over by my lawnmower, but anyway, other than that, it's a good example to show you the berries that are starting. You can see that they're just little white berries, but in a while, we'll take a look at them again in a week or so, and anyway, they'll plump out and become nice and red. Anyway, I made a tea with tea berry, and it only takes a couple of plants to really flavor up a cup of water. But anyway, so that's the tea berry, or also known as wintergreen. Here we have hawthorn. Again, the berries are a bit bigger than they were last week when I was here, but anyway, they're still far from being ripe. And again, the hawthorn You see how long their thorns are. Let me just try to focus in here on my hand. There, you can see how long the thorn is against my finger. You wouldn't want to step into that. This is a choke cherry. You can tell a cherry tree because the bark has a whole bunch of white little specks like that on it. And of course the leaves are oval, pointed, and very finely toothed. Anyway, as you can see, these cherries are green and they won't be ready for quite some time yet.